What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode with Big Sis. I'm Big Sis Ange.
I'm Big Sis Val.
Today, we're going to crack down social media. Let's talk about the pressure behind social media. Let's talk about the generation of social media and how much it's changed everyone and everything. So, such a weird time.
Yes. Such a weird time, but also a very blessed time. And we definitely have social media to our advantage.
Yes, for sure. I guess we can start with one thing I've noticed about social media during this time of 2020 quarantine crap, it's had an even in such a huge impact on people because there's not much to do. So everyone's on social media, and then people behind the scenes are probably feeling pressured to be a certain way or to portray themselves a certain way. I mean, what do you think, and how do you see that transition, or how does it affect you?
Yeah. Well, I think it's very advantageous. I think that's a word. Because we get to see what's going on in the real world, and also people who are entrepreneurs, they have a lot of doors open now due to social media. You connect with people globally, and you grow your business through videos, pictures that you post continuously to grow a following and to ultimately just grow your business. So I think for anyone who isn't on social media, unless you're trying to be like a business owner or maybe have a purpose on social media, I don't know. I think it's really important. Otherwise, if you're one of those people that choose not to have social media, that's totally okay too. But yeah, I think it's more business oriented. What do you think?
I think so too. I definitely feel like if we looking at the entrepreneur side of things, just like you mentioned, it's opened so many opportunities for people. If you're owning a business or you want to own a business or you want to start a business, whatever, you need to be on social media. That's definitely going to be your new form of advertisements. I mean, we can really break it down in our real estate career. Like, where do people start looking at homes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, online.
Yeah. So if you're not with the new wave, you're going to be left behind. And obviously our, audience, our little sisters here, they kind of struggle with that. I definitely think they have that understanding where, if you're in this new era, you're obviously going to be doing some kind of social media in the background. That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
But I think people, or our little sisters per se, they feel kind of some sort of pressure. I've noticed it within my sister, within her friend groups and everyone in that age group of high school. I definitely see there's some kind of pressure to be the pretty girl, the popular girl, the it girl on social media. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's only gotten worse.
Yes.
For example, my little sister, she's 8, and some of the stuff she watches on YouTube are these teenage girls that are trying to act older than they, really are, or, they're trying to be, somebody who they're not, but they're trying to be somebody else on social media, to the viewers, they're doing it for the views or whatever. And they kind of lose a little bit of sense of who they are.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, and it's really easy to lose yourself in social media because it's a crazy interactive world, and it could get addicting, with the attention, I guess, for some people. I think that's why.
Yeah, I could see it turning into such a big we have a catfish epidemic because dude, you can be whoever you want to be on social media and no one will freaking know the real truth unless you have your family and friends knowing the real truth or whatever. But this kind of reminds me of one of those. There's a social media influencer. I think her name was something Vicky. I don't know her name. She was super good. Yeah, I was super good girl. Anyways, she had a younger girl by her side, and she was really young. She was that Asian little girl. I think you've seen her or heard of her. One of the things that I found really funny is that she would actually go onto social media and be like, I'm only like 10, whatever years old I am, and I already bought my second house and blah, blah, blah. Turns out, homegirl gets exposed, and her mom's a real estate agent. And that the only reason she had access to these homes was because of her mom. So I'm like, people can have such a false image online. And I think it's important to understand when you, as a viewer, as a consumer, that not everything you see online is legitimate. It's not legitimate. And it's okay if you don't have those things that those people claim to have. Like, I feel like it's turns to such a negative, like, I don't know. I definitely just feel like there's so much negativity in this generation because they feel so much pressure to be someone they're not. Just like what you said.
Yes, a lot of comparison. It's kind of like a black hole you get sucked into. I'm guilty of it. Scrolling, phone to the face, just like, looking at Instagram, looking at fashion, looking at whatever fitness videos, and I'll catch myself for longer than I need to sometimes. And sometimes it's for pleasure, sometimes it's for business, and to grow myself, but yeah, it's just definitely the spot.
Yeah, it's insane. But I definitely think like the message I wanted to come in from was just like, it's okay if you're not the it girl, or it's okay if you post something stupid or funny, or like, to be yourself versus feeling this kind of pressure behind social media, especially if there's no intention behind it. Like, it's different if you're trying to run a business page or like grow your business. That's different, dude. But when it comes to like just an individual person, like, you don't need to be the Instagram model girl. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can enjoy social media without feeling the pressure of being or losing yourself,
Absolutely. I'm really glad you said that, because, you really have to know who you are and know that there's only one person that's just like you, and that's you. There's nobody else who is just like you. So you might as well be the best you that you can be. And, don't be afraid to, expose yourself or to put yourself out there. And yeah, you're going to get negative and positive attention, but as long as you were being yourself without holding back, or there are so many moments in life where I'm like, kind of hold back because for many reasons. I could be a little bit insecure about trying something new, or I could be it could be not in my comfort zone, and some time would pass and I'm like wondering, what would it be like if I had just tried that, whether I have failed or whether it went successful or not. So I think social media has that power to either push people forward or to hold people back.
That's so true. Yeah, no, I definitely see that. I see that a lot. And I think the generation, the one I'm speaking about specifically, our little sisters, are the ones that are going to see it. They're going to be the future of the online world. And I'm just so intrigued to see what it's going to turn like, because I feel like there's already so much pressure behind being a woman on social media. Could you imagine what it will be like in the future?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'm like kind of scared to think
look
about
at
it.
Like, dude, there's OnlyFans accounts. Like, that's kind of insane to me. Like, the fact that no filter in a sense, like, what makes you special after you've already exposed yourself so much?
Right. I'm still tripping about that, and I haven't fully wrapped my head around that. But I mean, people are finding many ways to be entrepreneurs these days. Let's just say entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I mean, they are.
Yeah, they are. They are, they do what they gotta do. But, even if I wouldn't necessarily put myself out there like that, and nor am I trying to like bag on people that are, but it's just like,
right. I think there's different levels of the OnlyFans. Exactly. Some people are very exposed and open. Some people are more conservative, but yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I'm coming from a place of concern for like our younger generation. Like, even though you're not targeting them to be like, hey, like, follow my OnlyFans account, because they're not going to pay for you. Obviously, they don't have jobs or anything. But they see that and they start to see like, oh, like, okay, well, education or OnlyFans account that is going to make me more money, or, you know what I'm saying?
They're like,
So I'm like, I don't know. to me, it's such a trip to see this like generation of women just like it's definitely different. That's all I gotta say.
Right. Right. And, you know, I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do when Josie starts social media. I'm going to have to like regulate that shit
Yeah,
and make sure that, you know, like I'm
yeah,
literally going to have to be like in the background, a manager, probably have her passwords like on my own account,
yeah.
you know,
No,
just because, you know, these times could get a little, you know, crazy with meeting people online and everything. And that, you know, is in itself is a, you know, questionable too. So, but it's
it's
very powerful.
it is very powerful, and it's like, and I with these kind of situations, the reason why it's such a sensitive topic is that these people are so naive, so like, you know, easy to manipulate and so on and so forth. So it's like, you know, I think we need to work on as being big sisters to be overly conscious of like who's watching, you know.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna be like a hawk, like a mama bear hawk, like over her.
Mama bear hug.
Yep, that combination.
Gotcha. Yeah, but I mean, is there any other like maybe areas that we can touch on or focus on around this subject, or like what are you thinking, like based off?
Yeah, I mean, just the bottom line, you know, be one person, on social media. That is like the best advice I can give you. Don't try to be one person to other people and then, you know, you're really this person on the inside, or, you know, whatever. You know, easy example is some people try to broadcast that they're super rich and luxurious lifestyle, but in reality they're like, you know, going bankrupt and they're in debt and their car's about to get repoed. Like, you know, like just be one person and I promise you will be happy and your sanity will be happy too.
You know what? I'm gonna end that on that because like I think what you said was so true. Like what you see online is not always true. Number one, and you know, at the end of the day, if you pretend to be someone you're not, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out eventually. It's like lying, you know, you're just gonna have to keep like building up this story of yourself that is so false, and eventually someone's gonna expose you if you get so much exposure. So it's just,
Exactly.
be you, be real.
You, I'm all what she said.
All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap this one up today at that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we're always here as your big sis, always.
Yes,
At
yes.
bigsisquestion@gmail.com. Forgot it there. I visited a Valerie.
I know, I was like, cricket, and just kidding. No, I know it now. It's bigsisquestion@gmail.com.
There you go, girl.
I'll say it the next time, I promise.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys on the next one.